Hello, race fans. This is Larry Supermouth Huffman, AMA Hall of Fame announcer, and this isn't Supercross. It's Wednesday! And you're watching Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. Stand by while the boys teach secrets of bay bass fishing with Roman on his 6-second nitro-burning pedal drive kayak, and Brian in his Cool Baits high-speed dragster boat that he takes out every Sunday! Be there!
Oh, what's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? I guess I gotta unmute my mic for it to work. Welcome to Fishy Hour. This is Bay Fishing with Roman and Brian. And speaking of Brian, let's get him in here. How you doing, Brian? You ready?
I'm awesome. Bring me in.
Woohoo! Let's go. Round of applause from the live studio audience. Woo! Brian.
Nothing like coming into like a professional doing an intro to a show. Dave Huffman, I think that's his name. That's so awesome. Thanks, Captain Dan. Every time that comes on, me and Roman are looking at each other, and it's like to me, it's like, okay, the pump up Fishy Hour's here. There's the intro.
It gets you hype. Let's go.
Let's go.
Gets you hyped up for sure. Awesome. All right. Well, today's show's gonna be fun. I think so.
Every show's fun, Roman.
Yeah, that's true. Every show's fun.
Some are just a little funner than others, I think.
That's true. All right, so I got a little background music going. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Let's go. In the chat, let me know. Some shout outs.
There's going to be, I would say there's going to be, let me think here. There's going to be 4 really happy people and 4 people that are like, darn it.
I know. We're going to do results today, guys, for the first round of the playoffs. That's coming up. Okay. We have some announcements. We have, you want to just go through the thing, or you want to do Pop Top first?
Yeah, no. Let's go right through it. That way, people that are new to the show, they know what this show is about.
If you're new to the show, welcome. This is Fishy Hour with Roman and Brian, or Brian and Roman, whichever way you want to say it. And here we like to share the wealth of knowledge that we've acquired through the years of fishing with you, so you can get better at fishing and improve your skill set. Also, the community is encouraged to share their fishing knowledge and their advice with you, and discouraged from beating up on beginners for asking beginner questions. So if you're new to the show, if you're new to fishing, welcome. This is a perfect place for you. You're going to learn a ton. Hang out, participate, don't be rude. Just don't say anything you wouldn't want to say around your grandma, okay? and that mutual respect breeds a lot of good vibes throughout the community, and that's kind of what we're about. Okay, yeah, there you go. Welcome. If you see anybody new in the chat, guys, welcome them to the show. I think Joey Basson 24 is here. Welcome to the show, dude. I think you might be a first timer. If you're a first timer to the show, please type in all caps in the chat, first timer, and everybody will welcome you to the community and shout you out and say hello. Ooh, look at Joe, just subscribed. Joe,
yes,
thanks for subscribing.
Thank you, Joe.
Woo! Welcome to the show, Joe.
24. What's up, guys? Yeah, what's up, man?
Welcome. Okay, let's do quick shout outs, and then we'll do the announcements and the schedule we're doing today. Letter in the house. Eric.
Hey, a vegan burrito.
Salty Dangler.
What's up?
Wait, what?
Yeah, vegan burrito.
Oh, vegan burrito. What up, first timer?
Yeah.
Nice, dude.
Subscribe.
Very cool. Cave Dog in the house, first timer for the 100th time. Yeah. New sub.
Way more than 100, Roman.
Yeah, I know. It's true, right? It's way more than 100. Very cool. Okay, well, awesome, guys. Welcome. If you guys see any first timers, mention them, tell them welcome. So that's good. All right. Also, first timers, it's fair game to ask any fishing questions throughout any part of the show. We're more than willing to, and we love answering questions. So any questions about baits, about techniques, about rod setups, about reel setups, about charters, about boat fishing, about kayak fishing, about shore fishing. What did I miss? Stand-up paddleboard fishing,
bass fishing,
bay fishing, all that kind of stuff. No land shark fishing. I don't know.
Wow, we could maybe somebody chat.
Cool. All right, so as we start the show, we usually start the show with a little segment called Pop Top, and what it comes down to is we started this tradition of this show used to be called Happy Hour, but we switched it to Fishy Hour, and it's about us hanging out at the end of the workday, having a nice, refreshing beverage. It doesn't have to be alcoholic. It's up to you. And just enjoying an hour of hanging out and talking about fishing. Forget about work. Forget about stress. And let's just talk about the stuff we love to do, and that's fishing, okay? So I started a thing called Pop Top, and we usually have the co-hosts go first. So Brian's gonna go first. On a scale, let me mute this music. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard in your life, 1 being the worst, rate Brian's pop top.
Sparkling water is always for me, Bobley. So I'm fancy pinky up to this weekend. Let's see how Bobley does.
That was a ripper. That was a ripper. Oh, I like the little pew sound. That was an accident, huh?
I'm trying to get the maximum pour I can get here.
The pour is disqualified. The pour is not. It's
extra,
part of the
extra
pour
points
is
in the
not.
pour. It got me in the face, but it felt good because it is hot. It's the
All
only
right, some good
downfall of
scores
living in
coming through.
Ramona.
Eric 9.2065. Nice. 9.5.
Ramona.
Captain Dan a 9.
Joey
What up,
Bassin's
Captain
first
Dan?
rating for me, 8.235. Thank you, Joey.
Nice.
Take that, 911, 8.5.
Joey Antunes, what
Roman.
up? Making me thirsty. What are you drinking, Joey? It doesn't have to be alcoholic, bro. You just have a drink with us. We're having a drink. Ooh, Mark G
Water
gave you a
rocks.
9.999999. Nice.
Yeah.
All right, here we
All right,
go.
Roman, you're up.
Let's ask a quick question. So we got somebody in the chat say, all right, who's ready to see the results of the Spotty Bowl for this week? Say
Playoff
me.
results.
Who's ready to see playoff results? Hit me with
I
the.
think there's only two people that know, and that's the judge and me, because you don't know,
I
right?
don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I'll be surprised.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. Okay, we'll do Leonard's me or the me responses will separate your score from my score. Here's my score. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best pop top you ever heard, 1 being the worst, rate this pop top.
Yeah, same as me. I categorize that as a ripper. Sound like you ripped it. Ripper, dude.
Ripped it. All right.
Cheers, Roman. Cheers, everybody.
Cheers, everyone.
Oh, ooh. Man, hopefully one day I'll find a decent sparkling water. It just doesn't exist.
What up, Richie Rich? I see. Todd's in here. What up, Todd? TB Metal Art in the house.
What's up, Captain Dan? How's motocross going? I've been watching it.
Sound
I've
in
been
the
looking
city.
for you every time I watch it.
Sound fishing. Salty Dangler. Eric Klein. What's up? Welcome back, everybody. Dario in the house. Captain Dan. All right. So here's the schedule for today, guys. Let them have it.
All right, so this is basically the rundown of the show. So today we always start out the show with announcements. We got a few announcements about Spotty Bowl. We got some food announcements about the Spotty Bowl awards ceremony coming up. Got an announcement about starting the science project. I hit on that a little bit last time on what we're going to do. So during announcements, I'm going to talk. I have a list of 15 different topics for upcoming shows, and I'm going to see if we got what you guys are interested in. Because normally, me and Roman or me just pick out a topic, and we try to always make it with bay fishing or some kind of fishing. But I want to know what you guys are interested in. What you would like to. What topics would you like to hear about more? So we're going to get into that a little bit. I got a new rod I want to show off. Fishing reports. Me and Roman fished again this weekend, and so we got a few fishing reports. And during fishing reports, or anytime during the show, especially during fishing reports, I'd like to hear your guys' fishing reports and some questions, anything pertaining to fishing, like Roman said at the beginning of the show. So that is a great time during fish reports for me and Roman to field some questions, or anybody in chat, or also give us your fishing reports. Since we didn't have a Monday show, this is the time for fishing reports. Then we got another PB shout-outs. We're going to share some PB shout-outs, also some pictures of some cool fishing stories. Don't have to be a PB, but cool fish showing off for this week.
Yeah, just cool fishing experience, guys. That's what it's about, sharing the stoke.
I think so. 30 minutes in, we're going to get into the results. So you guys get ready for the results. Those will be about halfway through the show. We're going to go through the results, and then we'll go through the next playoff bracket. That's already out. So you guys that have advanced in playoffs, you're going to know who you're going to be facing in the next playoffs.
Ooh.
And then I may have got another package from the IGFA.
Oh,
We're
what?
Talk about that.
Oh, what?
Yep. And then, as always, we're almost saying farewell to movie reviews. So this is not the last, but close to last movie review week. So that's it. Say la vie, movie reviews.
Very cool.
Sorry.
No, it's
For you
fine.
guys that live for the movie review, I don't know if there's one of you out there, but going, gone.
Oh, what up, Cass Queen? Welcome to the show. Glad to have you
What's
back.
up, Cass Queen?
Bit. Oh, for those of you guys that are new, if somebody types in all caps bit like Cass Queen just did, That's just her letting us know that she's gone through and liked the stream so far. So if you're in the chat, if you're on your phone or your tablet, you can exit the chat, hit the like button, and then jump right back into the chat. So and then go into chat and type in all caps BIT if you've liked the video already. Thanks so much. Let's keep it going. This will help us rank and help us promote the stream to other people that have subscribed to the show. Cool. All right.
All right, so first announcement, we got an internet issue. You want to explain our internet issue a little early, Roman, just in case something happens during the show?
Yes. I don't know if it's because it's too hot and everybody's using their AC units, but my internet cut out like 5 minutes after Brian and I did our systems check. So what up, Izzy? Welcome back.
What's up, Izzy? He's hot and Ramona like me. Izzy's up here.
So if the show drops out, guys, it's because probably my internet died. But stay tuned. Stay on the stream for at least 5-10 minutes, and just keep hitting refresh, and then we should come back. Maybe after 5 minutes tops. I don't anticipate it happening again. But if it does, that's what we might need to do. Just stay in the chat, hit refresh a couple of times, and we should come back. Okay. All right. That's just in case the internet goes out, but we should be fine. All right. That's announcement number 1. Announcement number 2.
Okay, announcement 2. So you guys that are brand new, looks like we have some first timers in there. We've been fishing a 12 session, more than 12 weeks, 12 session tournament called Spotty Bowl, and it's coming to the end. We're in the playoffs. And on, I think it's August 28th, we have a award ceremony / food get together, just kind of like a celebration of Spotty Bowl, and also to present the Spotty Bowl Champion of the World trophy made by TV Metal Art. I'm going to give TV Metal Art my pop because I love my Spotty mailbox. Made by Todd, TV Metal Art. Yeah, I've never seen that thing. !
TB Metal Art. TB Metal Art, and you'll get the link to Todd's website. Go check out his work. Fantastic work. I see also Cast Queen just got her first Yellowtail ×5. What?
Wow.
Very cool. Hey, Cast Queen, if you have a photo, maybe send it to Brian. It might be too late. Maybe we'll do it next week.
Next week, Cast Queen. We'll get that on there.
Send us a picture. We'll do PB shoutouts next week. That's fantastic. Very cool.
Yeah, heck yeah. Cast Queen, that's awesome. She's always getting fish. Cast Queen, I think she fishes almost more than anybody I know.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
And Aaron Kruger. Her and Aaron Kruger are probably
get out there and do it.
Fishermen.
Izzy, what's up, dude? Oh, Izzy's showing the show to his boss. What's up, Izzy's boss? He needs a raise. I'm just kidding. Thanks for sharing the show, Izzy. And I hope you enjoy the show. Any fishing questions your boss might have, let us know. We'll attack those first. Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah, so we're coming to the conclusion, guys. We're coming to the end of the season. For some of you guys, the season's already over that didn't make the playoffs. So we've been planning this. I mean, geez, pre-COVID, way back, we're like, I can't wait to the day when we get to go to the beach and do this and have our kind of like get together and have some fun. And so that is coming up. The awards August 28th, and to make it a little specialer, Roman is we're basically going to hire a caterer to get food going.
So we participated in the CCA banquet they had a couple weeks ago, almost a month ago now, and that was nice. It was about 11 of us that showed up, and we had a good presence there. It was pretty fun. It was cool seeing everybody there and like the guys that we fish with all the time, but like. You get to talk about other things besides fishing, you know, like you just get to know the guys a little bit better. You form better friendships, right? Because on the water, even though we talk about fishing and we have fun and we have a blast, you don't get to talk on a deeper level, right? So I thought it was cool to have that experience of meeting in person, and we've never really had an opportunity to meet in person since the whole COVID thing started. So this awards banquet for, I guess we would call it awards banquet or just awards.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. You get the awards for the banquet. Yeah.
We're going all out for the Spotty Bowl awards banquet. So on the day of the last day of competition will be August 28th, and we went through the city and actually rented a gazebo over there by the lifeguard tower on
Hospitality Point.
Hospitality Point. So it's
we've got the gazebo reserved.
Yep, we got the gazebo reserved. And I'm gonna be there early because I'm not competing. Wait, hold on. But it's gonna be a blast. I'm gonna be there to talk to everybody, hang out, and get some organization going. And on top of that, as you guys know, I always talk about tacos. We're always talking about who has the best tacos and all this other stuff, and that's kind of our go-to food at this point. I think when we go talk about foods when I'm doing the live streams at night. So I went ahead and got organized with the catering company to come and do tacos for us. Okay. Originally, it doesn't cost anything to show up and just hang out and be part of the group and hang out with everybody. But if you want to eat, we are gonna have to sell food vouchers, and that's basically a way for me to cover the cost of the food. And the reason we're doing that is because out of the $43 that you pay to participate in Spotty Bowl, $3 of that goes to like fees of processing the payment and making it available to you guys, and $40 of that goes right back into the prize money for the winners, right? And that gets divvied up as you guys can see on spottybowl.com. So there's no money left to do other special things like this. So I really would like for us to have a meal together, right? And if you just want to show up and hang out, that's fine. But if you want to participate and do the taco thing with us, then we do have we are going to be pre-selling food vouchers. So in the chat, at any point during the chat, you can type in ! Tacos or tacos. It's tacos or tacos. Let me say ! Tacos.
I have to cut you off real quick,
Go
Roman,
ahead.
but Stingray07 asks, is it for Spotty Bowl participants only? No, you are definitely welcome to go.
Yep, you can come too. Oh, there it is. Yep. So ! Tacos is where you're gonna get the link to go to my normal shop, shop.romancastro.com, and just click on that link. It's gonna take you to a picture of like who the catering company is going to be doing the food for us. It basically makes it easier for us as well to run it. And we do have vegan burrito. We're going to have soyrizo and potato tacos for the vegan option. We're going to have carne asada. We're going to have carnitas and al pastor tacos, and also soyrizo and potato tacos for those of you that don't eat meat. We're going to have horchata, and we're also going to have tamarindo, which is a tamarind it's like a Mexican water, and then water. I guess just regular water. So that'll be the food service. This food service is going to start at 2 p.m. and they're going to serve until 1:30. Right? They're going to provide tables and chairs, and it's going to be a nice little area set up for you guys to eat. Yep. Plates, cups, all that good stuff. Basically, me or Brian or the judge, Eric, don't have to do any of that stuff. But we're basically outsourcing that to this company so that we can enjoy ourselves. We could actually, as well, instead of running around like crazy and trying to serve everybody food or make food or whatever, maybe Coach can show up and actually hang out and just eat instead of having to fire up the grill every time, right? So it'll be fun. That's going to be $20 per person, and if you want to go, you don't have to be in Spotty Bowl or have participated in Spotty Bowl to go to have food. We just basically want to have these numbers done before, like a week before the event, a week before August 28th, so that we can tell the caterer how many people to expect. Cool. So if you guys want to get over there and hit that food voucher, if you guys want to be extra generous and donate a food voucher to somebody else, just specify it in your checkout process where it says message to somebody, right? Make sure you put your name in there. And then if you're donating a food voucher to somebody else, you could do that too. Or if you just want to get a food voucher for yourself, that's fine too. Okay. If you want to bring your family, I'm not going to bring my family because of COVID and stuff, right? But we're going to abide by all of the CDC guidelines. So if they decide to cancel us, I will refund your taco money. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. If the city closes us down before that and we can't have the event after all, then I will refund all of your money for tacos. Okay. So very cool. Any other points you need to clarify?
I saw a question. Oh, no, I think that's it as far as that goes. So, while I'm looking at this, what's the deal with Spotty Bowl t-shirts? Are they still available?
The deal with Spotty Bowl t-shirts. I will make those available. I think we have the short sleeves up already. No?
I don't know.
Okay. I'll double check.
I already bought mine.
I'll double check. I can make those available. The long sleeves will not be available. It'll just be t-shirts, short sleeve t-shirts with the next level blueprint. I'm sorry, the next level template.
All right,
nice
since
shirts.
you made that announcement, I'll go ahead and make the raffle announcement.
Go
So
for it.
at the award ceremony too, we're going to have a little fun like we did at CCA, where we're going to actually be selling raffle tickets for $1 each. And all this money that we're raising is just to pay for the event, the reservation of the food, the awards, the actual reservation of the gazebo. All these are going to that, and we're trying to get donations for the raffle. I'm donating a bunch of stuff. Hopefully I can get some local tackle shops to donate some stuff. But if you have anything you'd like to donate to the raffle, contact me or Roman through, I guess, Discord or YouTube or through Instagram, however you want to get a hold of us.
Well, the best way is going to be through Discord. Yeah.
The Discord's always the best way.
Yeah.
And just to let you know, we will be having a raffle down there also to help offset the cost of this event.
Yep.
And that'll make it fun. So hopefully there'll be some cool raffle prizes.
Yeah, maybe for next year's Spotty Bowl, if we decide to do Spotty Bowl, we might do like a higher entry fee, so this kind of stuff gets covered, because we weren't sure, guys. We weren't sure. This is our first big event like this, and we weren't sure what all the costs were going to be. And at this point, we don't have any sponsors for this kind of stuff, and it's a little too late to reach out to sponsors at this point. It's just it's hard to show the benefit, because we weren't expecting this. Honestly, we were expecting this to be like 20 people, right?
Yeah, I remember when Eric said it, and we were first talking about it. It's like, maybe 10, 20 people.
Yeah.
And the next thing you know, we're at,
like,
46 or 44?
Yeah, so if we knew we were going to have those numbers, guys, we would have been better about getting sponsorship for this kind of stuff. So maybe next year, we have the proof that we can get the numbers, and we have the community that's willing to do this kind of event. We'll be better at getting a media package out to these different companies and presenting what's available to them as far as sponsorship goes, and to make the event even better. But we had to go to this first one to learn the process ourselves and see what potential there was. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at.
How big is Spotty Bowl gonna get?
Yeah, it's so crazy.
Never
awesome.
know.
Cool.
All right. So, any other announcements about the awards for you, Roman, or is that anybody have any questions about the awards banquet?
Yep.
Or is that it? Okay. Same taco price for kids? Yes, I'm assuming same price for everybody. Or?
Oh, that's a good question. Yeah, they charge it per person. So, talk to me about it, because I know because kids don't eat as much as a grown up.
Yeah.
Maybe I just don't want to shoot myself in the foot. Talk to me about it. Send me a message through Discord, and we'll talk about it. If you have like 2 kids, maybe pay for one adult for the 2 kids, because I doubt the kids will eat as much as a grown up. You know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Okay.
Cool.
Let's move on. So, all right. Last week I talked about a science project. So if you look over here in my background right here, I put it up on the wall again because we're that time of the year. We did a science project where we all tested out different colors of swim baits, trying to figure out what the heck do spotties like. And our basic conclusion is they liked everything, but the one that the natural colors were a little more aggressive towards those slightly. I'll get out the results for that. I have it on my computer. I'll get out the results for that at the end of this science project too, so we can compare. But this science project, if you'd like to participate, I know Spotty Bowl's still going on, so a lot of us probably isn't the time to try out new stuff. But if you're not fishing Spotty Bowl and you are fishing for spotties, you want to participate. All we're doing this time is any swim bait attached to whatever jig head. Just use the same jig head. If you're using a cool baits, or if you're using a ball jig, whatever you're using, try to use like line and like jig head, but a different color swim bait. So all we're doing this time is dark swim baits versus light swim baits. And I'm considering, like, this is the total, like black, white swim baits, but I'm considering like dark green. That's considered like a dark versus light. And then I would say like a shad color would be more light. But for, I think, best purposes, if we really want to make this cool,
I say we do dark. I say we do black and white.
Black and white. So this is this is not quite black, but it's close to it. It's really dark, and then this is truly white, pearl white. Yeah. So I want to try. After Spotty Ball, I'll probably fish it on Sunday also. So I want to try that, and I'm gonna fish for like an hour with the white, maybe same kind of zone, same kind of area, see what results I get, and then go to black and kind of try different techniques with the same jig head and see what I can do, see what I can produce. And then I'm going to give my results on the show. And if you guys want to participate, there is a section in the Discord where it says science, and we can share our results in that. And then I will end up crunching, me or Adobo, probably Adobo will crunch these results, and we'll figure out, hey, does spotties like dark? Do they like white? Okay. And if you do submit it, to include maybe the time, the conditions, the depth, as much info as you can. I was fishing grass with a 3/8, jig head. It was cloudy out. It was, any statistics we can give, water temperature, if you really want to get serious. And then let's compile this. I say we make this for let's do this till the end of September.
Yeah.
That'll give us a good solid 8 weeks of information.
That's pretty good. Yeah.
And then maybe every week or every 2 weeks, I'll give you an update on what the results are up to date. And then at the end of 2 months, we'll go ahead and give you the final results for it.
And maybe if Captain Adobo wants to do any kind of unique stats on that, do his magic on that, that'd be fun too.
That's what I'm saying. I'm recruiting you, Adobo, if you want to try.
Yeah, we're gonna provide the raw data, and then we'll see what the numbers show, because I'm sure there's insights that will become apparent once we have all the numbers. And again, guys, this is kind of like a community science project. So if you want to participate, you're going to get the benefit of the results from everybody's participation. So it's super cool. And it's something that if you went about it on your own, how many times you go fishing, even if you fished every day of the week, you wouldn't get as much information as you're getting from the whole group on the same day, right? So that's pretty cool.
For me, it makes me fish out of the box too. So many times you've got that standard color swim bait. You're always fishing. You fish the chartreuse maybe. You fish the natural shad color, and that's all you fish. But this way, it'll get you out of the box. You'll be trying a dark lure, a white lure,
okay,
and
so
how do they submit it? Results change.
How do they submit
through
it?
the Discord app in Science. There's an actual in the MMFC Discord, you go down and there's a section that says Science, and that's where we're going to go ahead and put it.
Danny Boy Fishing says, super neat idea. I'll fish with a lab coat on. Yes, that'd be so good. Be like, what are you doing out here? Science.
Whatever you guys want to submit. Whatever you submit. I'll probably do a segment every other week for Science.
Yeah, Eric.
And we'll figure out what's going on, what our conclusions are.
Eric said Brian only has to use a black Ned rig or a white Ned rig. That's it. You can't fish anything else.
What's a Ned rig?
Nice. Nice. Cool. All right. So that's it.
That works. Yeah, that works. It doesn't have to be a swim bait. I should have mentioned that. It could be a Ned rig. It could be whatever. I would say soft plastic or that you're using.
So any lure type, any lure shape.
Yeah. Just make sure you have the same lure and 2 colors of it.
Arnie said you could dress your cat in a lab coat too. That would get hits right there.
I don't know who Dink's at. Dink's
so
probably
funny. That's so
dying
funny.
of heat exhaustion somewhere. All right, so there we go. That's a science project. Okay, and I talked at the beginning of the show about future topics. This is something. Let me get my list out. Where did I put it?
Well, Brian finds his list. If you guys don't know what we're talking about when we talk about Discord, we're talking about it's an app that we use as a community to talk to each other. Originally, like the main purpose of this app was for gamers to talk to each other while they're doing like team events. It has a walkie-talkie feature, group, like a little rooms and groups you can talk to each other on. But we use it for fishing, and sometimes when we're on the water, we even get on our comms, on our fishing comms channel, and we talk to each other while we're on the kayaks. Like we could be next to each other, or we could be 100 feet away, we could be 200 feet away, we could be in a different bay. We could be
Some people are at home.
We could be in LA. Some people are at home
and they're working,
and they jump in and they say, "Hey, what's up? How's the bite going?" Or like, "Hey, I saw you hook up over there." Or we're on speaker, right? So you can hear somebody like, "Oh," like fighting, and you can hear the drag peel off their rod, their reel, and you're like, "Oh, okay, somebody's bit. Who's bit? Who's bit?" And then somebody's like, "Oh, I think I'm on. I don't know what it is." And then they're bringing it up, and you're excited because you're hearing them catch a fish. It's pretty exciting. So that app is called Discord, and we have our own Discord server, which we call the Mad Max Fishing Club. Okay, so if you want to go check that out, I think Salty just put in !Discord, and Nightbot responded with MMFC Discord server invite. www.romancastro.com/MMFC. If you don't go through this link, you're not going to be able to find the group. You have to use this link, okay? So it's kind of like a hush-hush thing, and you'll be like in. It's free to use. We don't charge you anything to be in there. We just ask you to be respectful in there and don't promote. You're there to learn and help each other, not to push your products, your social media, any of that kind of stuff. It's just for the community to talk to each other, for you guys to interact with each other, to do organized outings, to share knowledge, to share stoke, not to sell. Okay, all right. So that's it, right?
That sounds perfect. Yeah.
Cool.
I love Discord. I look at it every day.
It's a tool.
I always enjoy seeing the conversations.
Yeah.
All right. Show item topic. So like I said at the beginning of the show, kind of me and Roman will just decide topics and we'll go off on them. But I wanted to get some input on them. So I've got 14 topics here. I'm going to read them fairly fast. But if you guys hear topics that you would like to hear, please type them in chat or leave them in the comments. Or if you a topic you'd like to learn about that possibly me and Roman could go over for bay fishing, leave that in comments or put that in chat now. So it's something I can prepare for, because Roman knows I like to come to these shows pretty prepared, spend a lot of time I prep, and I like to have things done in advance. So that way I'm prepared to show what I want to show. All right, so show topics. Spotty techniques, that's pretty broad, but when I say spotty techniques, I'm talking about talk about spotty fishing. How to choose a good spotty spot. So going to the bay, you're brand new to the bay, if it's kayak, boating, shore pounding, whatever, spotty spots, how to find a good one. Here's one I know Leonard's going to want, the history of hooks. And whatever you guys say, I'm going to do that.
That's a good one.
So
that's a good one.
I'm going to do that one.
I want to do that one too.
Me and Zach Riggs are going to tag team on this one, history of Mission Bay. That's
gonna be a good one too.
A long in the making one.
I like that one.
Zach is actually, he's put more work into it, I think, than I have right at this point. So that's going to be a cool one. We're going to do that one. Local fishing stories. So I was going to go and find out some maybe local fishing stories, some local lore, maybe the bays or even just San Diego fishing. So some local fishing stories, myth or true, but maybe maybe find out some cool stories that have happened in our area. How to fish certain baits or lures. So if you guys have a certain bait or lure you want more, like the crankbait, the Ned rig, the A rig, if you want to hear more talk about a different bait or lure, let me know. Because I love to talk fishing, you guys know, and I'd love to talk about lures. I can talk about a lure for probably 20 minutes if I wanted to. So selecting the right gear for fishing the bay, that would be all gear. I'm considering rods, reels, everything that you need to fish the bay. Would you guys like a live from the water show with me and Roman? And that would be a live from the water on the boat. I know we're saving that for 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah, we can't. I guess I could do it from my laptop. But
yeah, I mean, would you guys like to? Would you guys be interested in that? It'd probably be something we'd have to do in summertime. It'd still be daylight. So live fishing from the water. That would probably be me and Roman switching off fishing while one of us is talking, or I don't know how we would do it, but it would probably be fun. It'd be fun. Maybe even you guys could be down there watching the show live from the bay as it's broadcast. I don't know. That sounds like a fun night. So. Fishing patterns. I said I wasn't going to say that word anymore, but if you guys want to go into finding fishing patterns, I think it's probably one of the most important things to tournament fishing is finding the pattern. We could have more discussions on how to find a fishing pattern. Live Q&A, that's always good. Would you guys like to see more live guests? Like we've had Aaron Kruger on here. We've had, Salty on here plenty times. Would you guys like to see more live guests?
I've made some good contacts this past couple of weeks. I've been running around town with Kevin Nakata and meeting a lot of cool people. So I might have some inroads and getting some really cool guests coming up. So that might be fun.
Okay, so some live guests. Okay, I've been dabbling in this, and I'm not saying like I'm an expert at it, but I've been repairing broken guides on my rods.
Oh, nice.
And they don't look perfect, but would you guys like to see a show on the basics on how to fix it? Not the broken tip, but the broken guide. We could do both. Roman will do the tip, I'll do the guide. But would you guys like a show?
I've never done it. I've never done it, Brian.
Never replaced a tip?
I'm here to learn. Yeah. Nuh-uh.
Okay. All right. Well, then I could do both. We can learn together.
Okay.
But like I said, I'm not an expert. I'm not Tyler. I'm not wrapping rods, and selling them. I'm just repairing guides. So would you guys like to see that? Fishing myths. We went over superstitions, but I was thinking of fishing myths. Superstitions, I think, was a pretty fun show.
Yep. Fishing myths is good too.
And then the last thing I would like to maybe do is reel and gear maintenance. So.
Oh, that's a good one. Reel and gear maintenance.
So let me look through chat and real quick, Roman and you, and did anybody? I mean, does all those topics sound good? So spinning versus bait casting, we've done that before actually. And yeah, I would love to talk more about reels, rods all day long. Live guests would be fun. Yeah, live guests. It's like people like live guests. Live from Fastlane. Live guess seems like that's the ticket.
Darius
Ron
says he doesn't want to know how to fix those. He just tells his wife he needs a new rod when a guide breaks.
Yeah.
Yes.
Live on the water. I want more local fishing history. Yes, Zach.
Yeah, local fishing history. What up,
I
Zach?
love the
Zach in
history.
the house. Hey, Zach, we're talking about the history of Mission Bay. Let's do it, dude.
Yeah. Zach, you're going to come in and tag team.
Oh,
me with
Eric's
that
got a
one.
great one. Reading the Fish Finder.
Yes.
Okay.
So I'm not an expert, but I do know how to read the fish finder in the bay. But beyond the bay, but I do have a contact at Simrad, so maybe I can get a rep to come on from Simrad. Maybe that would be cool because I can teach you the basics of it. I'm sure Roman could teach you the basics of it, and I could go through features on it.
Yep.
But I'm definitely not an expert.
It would be a
on
super involved one. I think it would be super involved.
Yeah.
I think like
I would like
maybe-
to do that one.
I think
I'd like to give it a shot.
I think we restrict it to like how to fine tune it, right? Or I know.
Well,
We could even do like if you guys are having issues with your sonar, like send a screenshot of what you're seeing. Like if you're seeing static on it, if you're seeing like if it's not reading right, and then we could try to diagnose that for you. That'd be kind of cool.
to me, I think most of us have the Lowrance or Simrads,
Mhm.
or some of us might have Garmin's now at this point. But I would like to talk about features, baby. There's a lot of features in these things, hidden features that maybe
Yeah.
you don't know about.
Yeah.
So I would like to, instead of maybe how to use it, I could show you how I read it in the bay, and then all the features that I like to use, and some of the features that you may not know that thing has, because it's like an Android phone basically. It's
Yeah.
got all these different features, and you may not even know what half of them do. So I would put the show towards that features.
Cool.
More live guests. Okay, sounds like live guests is a ticket. What?
Mhm.
You don't like looking at our mugs all the time? What's the deal?
Very cool.
All
All
right,
right.
so I'm gonna go through that chat a little bit later too, and look at those, and then whatever your guys' favorites are, I'm gonna go ahead and do the next show on that, and me and Roman are.
Cool. Perfect.
All right, thanks for that, guys. Okay, new year. Guess what, Roman? Remember last week I got my new reel? Well,
Yeah.
this week I got a new rod. I don't know what Kevin has started with me, but he's got me out of the bay, and this is like a seasonal thing. I'm
Oh, that's
assuming.
nice, dude.
But yeah, okay. So last week I got the new Lexa 400 TW, and the TW stands for this T-wing. That's like the newer model. It's got a different line guide in it than the older one. And I just got this new rod, and it's a Daiwa rod. I wanted the Seeker. I'm probably still gonna get the Seeker, but I needed a rod for like now, so I'm probably gonna get a second setup too. But this is a Daiwa. I think it's called the Proteus. Do you see that name on there?
Proteus, yeah.
Yeah, Proteus.
Yeah, Proteus.
It's rated at it's an 8-foot rod. I just like the feel of it, Roman. It feels like, remember how I kind of got owned by that tuna because
Yeah.
I didn't have the correct gear?
Yeah.
This thing feels like I can hold it correctly. I'm gonna have power with it. I'm gonna own the tuna next time. So next time we go
Oh.
out, Roman, this baby's gonna land me a tuna without it like bruising me and taking an hour and 20 minutes or however long that fish is. But it's rated 50. It's rated 40 to 80 pound braid, 8-foot. It's a medium rod. I wanted to get the medium, not the heavy, because I'm gonna use this for La Jolla. I'm gonna use this for yellowtail. I'm gonna use this for rockfish. It's gonna be all around kind of like ocean going.
It makes
rod. So I wanted a versatile one.
Yeah, the medium makes the casting a little bit smoother because it's got more bend in the rod, so you can kind of chuck that thing out there. I noticed that. I used a heavier rod last time, and it was really difficult to get a good cast.
Yeah.
You gotta have that whip effect to get that good far cast.
I wanna talk
Yellowtail
about
Slayer
that
setup,
rod
says Danny
too.
Boy.
I think so. I think it's a Yellowtail Slayer setup. I
Yeah.
think it's going to be a La Jolla Slayer setup. I think it's going to be awesome. And I'm going to use this to fish my heavy A-rig too. So bingo, boom, new rod. I'll give you the review on it as soon as I catch a fish on it.
Very cool. Very
Okay,
cool.
Roman, let's go right into the fish reports. So
All right.
fish reports this weekend. Go ahead. You can start
Ready?
out with that one.
All right, let me.
Because we missed Monday's show, so fish reports is going to continue on to today.
What do you mean?
There was no Monday show.
Yeah, I know. I sorry guys. So what do we have as far as fishing report goes?
Me and you went fishing on Sunday, if you don't remember.
I know we did, but do we want to talk about it? I thought we erased that from our minds.
Oh no, I loved it. I don't care. You can say what happened, but whatever. It was still fun.
Yeah, we went out and we're ready. We're super stoked. We're psyched. We had the cameras going, everything, and we found the fish. We found about 2 foot yellowtails. No, sorry, yellowfin, about 2 foot long, 3 foot long, and some maybe 40 pound class bluefin, but these were not biting. We chucked a lot of stuff at them, and
they were definitely still out there, guys. And when we were talking out there, we left the bay again, and we went out and we were searching for the bluefin, because man, I don't know about you, Roman, but I've been cooking that bluefin, and man, dude, it is so good. I want to get one more of those before the season's over, just to pack my freezer. It is so good. If you guys haven't had bluefin, man, that is good. It is good eating. But we went out there and we saw tons of foamers. I mean, we were throwing on them like crazy. We couldn't get them to bite. We had all the proper gear. It's just one of those trips. It was much shorter than our last adventure. I don't think we went out to like 1 o'clock.
Yeah, we started late. We started late because we figured the
late.
bite was going to be in the evening anyway. But it was still super fun though. Especially like we didn't run out of gas. We made it back in time. It's great.
You know what, Roman? Forget the tuna. Let's talk about after we got back. And we get back, and I'm like, I don't want to skunk. I never skunk on this boat. I don't want to. I don't think this boat's ever skunked since I've owned it. So we got back to the bay, and I got to, guys, take Roman for only about a half hour or so spotty fishing on my boat. And we weren't even planning it. So we were just in Dana kind of waiting for to load it up on the trailer and everything, but we were like, let's try. Let's just give it a shot. Let's see what we can do. So Roman actually got a fish from a different platform, which is like my boat platform versus the kayak. What'd you think of the differences, Roman?
Dude, it's so fun. Like, dude, it's like, so right off the bat, I realized, like, I always thought that I was fishing a place too long if I wasn't getting a bite. And even though I already had that thought in my mind that, hey, if you don't catch any fish here, move on, right? Well, even with that thought in my mind, I still fish spots too long. All right, so like finding the pattern, it's like, I don't care about the pattern. I'm gonna fish every single one of these pilings until I get a fish, right? Well, the way Brian fishes, like he tries a couple pilings in the area, and then if the pilings aren't biting, then he just moves on to a different area, right? And I've had that information in my head for a long time. I've even shared that information with, like, okay, if they're not biting here, move on to a different spot. I still fish spots too long. So if you're out there for hours and not getting bit, make sure you do move to a different type of spot, or just move to a different area, right? So that was a big thing that I learned in those 30 minutes, is how fast you fish and how fast you can cover ground. It was really cool. And also being able to stand up on the boat and just fish over the side, that it gets such a nicer perspective. You can look down into the water for some of it. And it's really cool. It's really cool. It makes you want to get a boat, of course.
Sorry.
Yeah, but it was super fun. It was a cool experience. And then we have like Kevin throwing the A-rig off of the bow. And then,
the A-rig. Guys, I got to mention that. I lost 2 A-rigs.
So we're all just kind of fishing whatever Brian had on his boat. We all just grabbed the rod and started fishing. But before we came back, while we were fishing out there for bluefin, Brian wanted to get one on his super A-rig, right?
Yeah, I brought out you guys have probably seen me use it. I use it in the SBS tournament. It's like my grande A-rig. It's got like 1 ounce cool baits all the way around it. It's a total of 5 ounces. And I've caught so many fish on that, and I've like had to work that thing off the bottom for like a half an hour so many times. But anyway, I took that thing out trying to be the first person to ever catch a bluefin on an A-rig that I know of. So we're at these foamers, and I think I had 1 or 2 tosses of that thing into the foamers, and I'm like, oh man, this is gonna be awesome. What if I get a double? This is gonna be crazy. So I'm dragging A-rigs through bluefins, and we like weren't getting bit, so we moved for like an hour, and I put my rod up on the top of the T-top, and I think the hook kind of rubbed the braid while we were going somewhere for an hour, and then we pulled up to the next spot, and my very first cast, there goes my beloved 5 ounce A-rig.
Like the braid was had abrasion from the hook or something, and it just broke. Like took the whole leader, everything just took off.
Oh, and it's, you guys know that feeling when you just hear that sound, and then that A-rig's off into the sunset, and you're like, oh, it's the water, and it's gone forever.
Casted that thing for a mile. You're like, man, I got a good cast on that one.
Do you ever get upset when you lose like a lure that has a lot of memories? That was that for me. I love that thing. I caught so many fish on that thing, and when I lost it, I was like, oh, heartbroken. That was so, not just the price of it, but man, so many memories of that thing. I'm still gonna catch a bluefin on an A-rig, Roman. That's my goal. An A-rig and a cool bait. That's all I'm gonna throw next time I go. I'm gonna get a bluefin on an A-rig. Coming in.
Yeah, exactly. That'd be fun. Cool. All right. So I think we're past 7:30 mark. We're at 7:46. Let's get these announcements done, out of the results done for people that have been waiting. Sorry, guys. Sorry, we kind of get carried away, but just want to make sure we share some stories. So we didn't do the results and then the PB shoutouts?
We could do it either order. What do you guys want to do? You want to get the results over with?
Let's just do the results for everybody that's waiting. If you got to go, guys, I understand it's going to be 8 soon, and we are Fishy Hour, so we're going to do the results for you within this next hour, and then we're going to do the PB shoutouts after that. So stick around for that if you want to hang out, if you don't have anything else to do. Okay?
All right, guys. So I know you guys have been waiting for this. So we've entered the playoffs. So this is like a one man enters, one man wins kind of thing. I've never fished a tournament like this.
2 enter, 1 leaves.
Usually it's like a combined 5 sessions and you have a winner. But Eric designed this kind of unique to where we have 2 seasons. And out of each season, we had 6 anglers that are going to compete in the playoffs. This week was the bye week for everybody that got first seed and second seed. So they did not fish. So the people that did fish, are you ready? Drum roll, Roman. What was that?
I have a. Let's do. How about this?
There you go. Okay.
There we go. Let's go.
Results are was Danny versus Dario.
All right, wait.
M versus Dario. Yes.
Danny M versus Dario. Here we go. And the winner is.
It's super close. It was
wait. Sorry. Give the numbers. Oh no, they'll know the numbers, all right, because they know what their own score is.
They'll know the numbers.
All right, just go for it. Do it how you're gonna do it. Go for it.
It was super close, guys. This came within 1 inch, so it was a close battle. Congratulations! I'm gonna say this for everybody. Congratulations, guys, for even making the playoffs. Danny, Dario. Danny, you got 70 inches. Dario, you got 69. So congratulations, Danny. You are moving on to second round of playoffs.
Woo! Round of applause
Dario,
for Danny from the live studio audience. Thank you for participating. Dario, I'm sorry. By 1 inch, that's super close. So don't be down on yourself. You made playoffs, and that's the way it goes, bro.
Dario, your wife's going to be happy. Back to baby duties.
Get back to that baby. Hey, do you smell something? Go change that diaper, bro.
Dario, congratulations for making the playoffs. I was hard to even make it.
Yeah,
congratulations, Andy. You are on to the next session. Woo! And at the end of this, I'll tell you who you are fishing against next. Okay.
All right, cool. Very nice.
Second group.
Group 2.
Group 2. Leonard versus Terry. Another close one. Not quite as close, but pretty close. Terry, you got 68.25. Leonard, you got 70.75. Congratulations,
Leonard. Good job, Terry. Thanks for hanging out and doing the tournament. And telling you, don't worry about being eliminated. Just getting to playoffs is a pretty cool thing. It's pretty. It's a feat. It's pretty awesome.
Yes,
Leonard, congratulations, dude. I know you were probably thinking about this the whole week. So congrats. Woo! Round of applause from the live studio audience.
And Terry, I want to say congratulations for getting there. You had your stride at the end of season 2. It was like came down to the last week. You pulled off some big numbers. You kept getting in there in the top 5, and you made it to the playoffs. So good job on that, Terry. Congrats, Leonard. Go Bay Creepers.
Very cool. Go Bay Creepers. Nice.
Okay. The fourth team to place each other. Pretty close too. All these were pretty close.
Yeah.
The judge, Eric L versus Dave Fish Perfect.
Oh man, this is tough.
I know that's a tough one.
Yeah.
Dave Fish Perfect, you got 63.75. Eric the Judge Lehman, you got 66. Congratulations, Eric. You are on to the next round. Woo! The judge is out.
Dude Perfect. Dude Perfect. Fish Perfect. Congratulations on making playoffs, and dude, that's awesome. That's awesome. And the judge going on to the next round. Wow, very cool. We're just talking about Eric's improvement. So look at him. Very cool. Congratulations. Round of applause.
Eric may be the sleeper in this event, man.
You can't change your sleeper now. You can't change your sleeper now.
Eric, I think my horse is still Muto, but Eric, man, you never know. Eric might be the sleeper.
Everybody in chat, who's your horse? Everybody in chat, who do you think is gonna win? Okay, we'll go to that.
Okay,
we'll make guesses. Go ahead.
Okay, the last group was Jesse versus Brad.
Riding in the house.
One of these guys got the highest score of the playoffs to date.
Oh,
wow. They fished it in San Diego Bay, so San Diego Bay has been a little tougher getting all those legals right now. So congratulations. Brad, you got 69.25. Congrats for making the playoffs. And Jesse got 72.5 with the highest score in playoffs. Jesse getting it done.
Nice job, Jesse. Congratulations. Moving on to the next round. Ryan, I'm sorry, but you did it. You did it. Good job. And you got to playoffs, so you should be proud still, man. Very cool.
Heck yeah.
Very cool.
Another person that hit their stride at the end there. And
I know you hustled for that. I know you hustled to get into playoffs for the last couple of sessions. So that didn't go unnoticed. You made it, and congrats, dude. Very cool.
Yep. And congratulations to you, Jesse. That's a really good score right there. So.
Jesse dropping down the gauntlet. Boom.
Now he's got that kayak, man. And it's another person that's
super cool.
Got to watch out for.
Super cool.
All these guys. So the people that advanced are Danny, Leonard, Jesse, and Eric. Congratulations to you all. Okay, next round. This is the bracket for the next round. It's in Mission Bay.
Okay. So this is This is all. That's the end of the playoffs last week, right?
Yep. Now we have the playoffs this weekend. Okay, so we're doing back to back, guys.
Okay, this weekend it's on a Saturday.
It's on Saturday, July 31st at Mission Bay. Okay. You guys that are at this point in it, you know all the rules. You know what's going on.
Yep.
But the main thing is, remember, it's a shortened time period. It's 6 a.m. to 1 p.m. All fish must be submitted in that time period on this day. Okay, the first matchup for second round of playoffs is Salty Dangler versus Danny M.
Ooh,
watch out, Salty. He fishes from the sea, dude. That's a good matchup right there.
Matchup. Okay, there you go. All right, start eyeballing him across the room and making like intimidating faces. Let's go. You can trash talk at this point. Feel free.
You can do that, sure. So Salty versus Danny. Okay, the next matchup. Remember Mission Bay is Muto versus Jesse. Wow, that's Muto power combo. That's gonna be a good matchup right there. Muto versus Jesse. Better watch out, Muto.
Oh, dude. Oh man, that's a tough one right there. That's a tough one. All right, good luck to both of you guys. I'm rooting for everybody. You guys are awesome.
Yeah, both those guys are awesome. I think they're both have gotten first place in Spotty Bowl. Both have gotten multiple good positions. Muto's got heaviest fish. I mean,
dude, you guys better fish your heart out this time. Dang, that's gonna be a good one. All right,
good matchup right there, guys.
Let's go.
Okay, next one. This one makes me sad because I don't want either of these guys to be eliminated. But Adobo versus Leonard.
Oh,
buddies,
that's gonna be. Oh man. Okay. Very nice.
Adobo versus Leonard. Oh man,
Wait, Adobo had a bye.
That's right. These are all the bye guys.
That's right. Because now we're seeing all the guys that had the bye. Okay, those guys everybody has to fish now. Okay, very cool.
Everybody's gonna fish.
Very cool.
So Adobo versus Leonard.
Leonard's looking at Adobo, he's giving the eyes. Nice.
I think those guys fish in similar areas too, so they're probably going to be watching each other all day.
Oh man,
no sabotaging.
Very cool.
All right. And the last group is me, Brian Likes to Fish, versus Eric, the Judge Lehman.
Man.
I really didn't want that matchup, to be honest with you. Eric, I'm cheering for you, to be honest with you. I hope you go all the way.
If you're really cheering for him, you'd break that rod across your knee.
Get it done, Eric.
Oh, man. It's going to be a good matchup. All right. At least somebody from Ramona will win, says Eric. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
We got to represent, right,
Very
Eric?
cool.
All right. So those are your matchups. You guys know the rules. I don't need to go over those. That's gonna be fun next week, announcing the winners to that, and then it will be down to 4, and then it'll be down to the final 2, which will be the day of the award ceremony. Will be the winner gets the coveted Spotty Bowl champion of the world trophy made by TV Metal.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be worth it.
Eric's been cuddling at his house for the past 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, nobody can say you don't deserve it. You know. What's up, Big Water Yak Fishing? Welcome to the show, dude. Very cool.
To be honest, it's a crazy tournament. You know, out of all the tournaments I fished, this is definitely the longest, and I've never gone into like a playoff situation like this. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. Mark G says, edge of the seat fishing for sure. Yeah, exactly. Very cool.
That's right.
Very cool. It's well polished, says Eric. Nice.
Remember what I told you, Eric, about superstitions about touching that trophy. Stop touching it.
Yeah, exactly. That's funny. Very cool. Very cool. Okay. All right. So now we're gonna jump into unless you guys have any questions about playoffs.
Yeah, questions about playoffs, or if you have any bait fishing questions, now's the time to put them, or I guess any time during the show. Hopefully, I didn't miss one. If I missed one, put it in again, and me and Roman will hopefully see that.
Yep.
Okay, guys. So last week I talked about the IGFA, and you guys know I've got this. You guys are probably like, why does he keep talking about world records? What is Brian's deal? Why? I don't know if it's just me interested in this, but I'm interested in it for me and the club. That's why I'm not just hoarding all this information to myself and going out there and trying to set world records. I want our club to set a world record. I want everybody in the chat to know what to do if you're going to try to get a world record. Because you know what? If you're holding that world record fish, I want you guys to know what to do and how to prepare for it and exactly what to do. That's what this is all about. And I've been talking to a guy at the IGFA named Zach. You're laughing. Somebody's saying something funny.
Yeah, Eric said new announcement about COVID. No boats are allowed on the water.
Hey, you know what? I own a float tube.
Oh my God! Can you imagine?
That would be my backup.
That's
my
so
backup
funny.
would be a float tube, which I never want to ever get in a game. But that is my backup. Oh, and I own a canoe, so I have multiple options. Eric, don't get too excited.
So funny. Leonard said the trophy's gonna need a new clear coat by the time somebody gets it.
That's funny.
That's funny. All right, cool. Okay, so let's do this.
All right, so the IGFA, back to that. So I still haven't got the line category approved for the spotted bay bass. I've been talking to Zach down there. Good news, guys. If you're interested in this and you guys said you wanted more live guests, next week, I don't have a 100% commitment, but I will by Friday, hopefully, that Zach from the IGFA is going to be a live guest on Fishy Hour next Wednesday. I will let you guys know for sure on Friday. He's told me that sounds good, but let him talk to him on Friday to make sure nothing's came up. So we should have a live guest from the IGFA coming live from Florida, and this is the guy that actually you submit the world records to. So I'm going to go over a little bit more of what how to get the IGFA record. And the reason I'm doing this, guys, is because when he's on here live next week, obviously I'm going to have some prepared questions, but I would love for you guys to come up with some questions to ask him about submitting a world record fish or world record fish questions, anything you have for him while he's on. We're probably going to get him for half an hour. So think of some good questions, guys. That would be awesome.
Very cool.
And I think it's going to be cool to have the guy that actually you're sending the stuff to on the show. I think that's going to be awesome. So,
yeah, exactly. I see a question over here that I missed from Joe. Joe, you're asking about a floating VHF radio. I have a link to the stuff that I recommend. It's if you type in exclamation point resources, I typed it in for you. The Nightbot should hopefully give you a link for that. Give it a second. If you just go romancastro.com/resources, there's a radio in there that I recommend. That floats. That I know floats. Because some say they float, but they don't actually float. Very cool. Okay, cool. Let's keep it going.
All right, so last week I showed you that I got an actual IGFA certified scale in the mail. So it's got a serial number, it's got everything. So I actually have one of these on the boat. But the thing that I think, since a lot of you guys are kayak fishermen, there's actually 2 ways to set an IGFA record. A lot of the time, the IGFA wanted to do this type, which is the length. So it's basically a catch and release record. A lot of the times, especially when you're in a kayak, and let's say you don't have a certified scale on your boat, you're going to go to a launch ramp or somewhere that has a certified scale. And in that process, you may not have a live well to keep that world record alive. So the IGFA wants you guys, basically anybody, to have the option of a catch and release length record, which I think is awesome, because this what I'm going to show you in a minute is something you can keep in a boat. You can document everything, and then you can release the fish back into the wild, versus loading that fish, trying to find a certified scale. In that meantime, that awesome fish that may be 20 years old may die in that process, and that's not what we want. So I want to have ready for the weight and for the length, so I have both options. In order to set an IGFA length record, Roman, you can't just use our normal hog trough bump boards. You have to order this. And I just got this in the mail, so I'm going to unbox this baby.
So, yeah, they don't allow hog troughs or any other measuring device. It has to be this exact.
This exact one, guys. So you can buy this on the IGFA webpage if you're interested in setting a world record like I am. And here it is, Roman. I don't know how long of a spotty I'm going to catch, but it rolls out. It's got I don't know. It's got a bump board. You can see that.
Let me go full screen on you. Give me a second. There we go. Wow.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
IGA official. That's cool.
So it's actually pretty cool. It says IGFA official on it. It's an actual official world record.
But the end is
device.
It's like the end is rigid.
It's got like a PVC
board,
for a bump board.
Yep.
And then this is just kind of like a heavy vinyl.
Yep.
And I think they made it this way because it's smooth and it doesn't injure the fish's scales.
Yeah.
It's like a smooth surface. But my gosh, I don't know how long spotties get, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to need this whole
thing.
thing.
It's a long spotty right there. If you cut it, will they disqualify it? Probably.
It does say that you can cut it, but you cannot. Once you cut it, there's no repairing it. So
got it. Okay. Yeah.
I guess what you end up doing is just rolling out the length that you're going to need. Let me roll this thing up real quick.
The flexible part, is that like kind of like flexible PVC?
No, it's rigid. It's super
No, I mean
rigid.
the flexible part. The part you're rolling up.
Yeah, it's like
plastic?
when you like feel a sports banner, like that thick vinyl material.
Okay, cool. So it's coated. So yeah, Mark, it is waterproof.
Yes, it is waterproof.
Yep.
It's not paper.
Yep.
I don't think it would float, but it's let me zoom it in here so you guys can take a look at it.
It looks cool.
Official IGFA official measuring device. There's the bump board. It's got a little bit of information on it that tells you exactly how to measure your fish.
Mouth what? Mouth closed? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that for just a minute here. So where are my notes? Oh, here it is. All right. So now that I've mentioned that, it's mainly the length is for, and you know what, Roman? I looked and there's not a lot of lengths, mostly weight categories. So if there is a vacancy in length and they've opened it up to length, that's the key. They have not opened up a length category for the spotted bay bass yet.
Got it.
But you guys know me. I've been hammering on it.
Everybody's got to show up on Wednesdays, guys. We got to show this guy if there's enough interest. And let's just say, yeah, let's do it, please. And then maybe he can have some more influence in getting it done for us. That'd be cool, kind of cool.
I bug him about once a week, guys, to be honest with you. And he is the length record is going to happen. They don't vote on it till this September, but it sounds like the IGFA is really going to be promoting this length because it's a catch and release. And they're going into a lot of catch and release world records instead of harvesting these fish. They want to promote that. So I think we have a pretty good chance. He told me we have a pretty good chance of getting the spotted bay bass length record. Okay, so general information on it. I'm going to read this quick, Roman. How much time we got here? Oh, it's 8:05. Okay, let me just spend 5 more minutes on this. And the reason I want to read this, guys, is to maybe pique your interest in this category and maybe give you some ideas of questions to ask Zach when he comes on next week. All fish records, all fish entered length record must be by the angler at the site of the capture and released so that it swims away healthy and vigorous. So that's mainly the goal of this, is you're going to catch it. Basically what we've been doing on Spotty Bowl, catch, photograph, document, and release. You cannot use a gaff, obvious, we're catching and releasing. Measure device, I've already showed you the measuring device. If you want to get into this like me and you want to try to get a world record, you have to order that measuring device. It's the only one that they accept. For some reason, I don't know what's going on here, but if this is made in Canada, it's in centimeters, not inches.
Oh.
So it's kind of strange to me, but it's a world record. So I think a lot of the world is in the metric system, which is the wrong way, but we're going to have to go by that because that's I guess the majority of the world. So it's in Canada. If you want the conversion, you have to go on Google, but I've already marked where a legal spotty is, and that is 36 centimeters, So now instead of saying I caught a 14-inch spotty, we're going to go to take off hoser. I just caught a 36
centimeter.
36 centimeter spotty.
I caught a 36 centimeters spotty,
I think the world record is going to be around about a 44 centimeter spotty,
Nice.
So
Take off,
start learning your centimeters, I guess. So
question on
the
weight.
world record will only be accepted on that.
Eric said, question on weight. It has to be measured on shore? Question.
Correct. So yeah, that'll be a great question for next week, Eric. But yes, if you do have a scale like I have got, and guys, I'm totally open to this. If you guys do think you caught a world record and I'm on the water, I would definitely let you use my measuring device or my scale. I'm offering that up to the MMFC. This is like, to me, this is like our club scale that's going to be on my boat. And so if you guys ever did think you looked up, like I'm going to try to go for the horn shark world record, say you caught it, you're like, Brian, I got an 8-pound horn shark. Come over here. Let's make it. And so I will have this on my boat at all times, guys. So think of it as our club scale on the water.
Cool. And
also the measuring device.
You can weigh them and measure them on your boat and don't have to be on shore?
No, you have, for weight, for the length, you can be on your boat. They want you to measure it, release it right where you caught it.
Got it.
That's for length. For weight, you have to be on a solid surface. It can't be on the boat on the water. That's one of the reasons they're going to this, because if
That's
you're
hard.
If you,
You gotta kill the fish, basically, yeah.
Yeah, you basically are harvesting that fish.
Yeah.
So
put in a bait tank.
Like in my boat, I have the option of a live well, so I have the option of getting somewhere. But if you're not, if you're in a float tube, you're in a kayak or something, that you aren't prepared for that, and it just happens. I like the idea of this length record.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Very cool.
If I caught a 23-inch spotty, the world record, I would not want that thing to die. I would want to successfully release that thing personally. You know what I mean? I would feel awful. So I like the idea of this. A few more things that can get you disqualified for this, your catch, failure to comply with any of the rules. Last week, I showed you guys that there is actually 14 pages of rules. So if you're interested like me, you can go online and just download this PDF and read through them. There's actually 14 pages. I actually found it pretty interesting. It shows pictures of lures that are acceptable, why they wouldn't be. It's got pictures, Roman. We all like pictures, right? We don't like to read. We just like to look at pictures. So it's got pictures, which we all like. So check out those rules. If you don't abide by those, that could disqualify your fish.
That's cool.
This is a weird one. If your fish dies, like if the fish dies while you're measuring it, like you can't successfully release it, it is considered a disqualification. So
oh wow.
You want to just like we've been in Spotty Bowl, you want to take care of that fish, measure it, get it back in the water as fast as you can. So that is a disqualification. All entered for length record are subject to the requirements and stipulations of all the categories. So same rules.
Very cool.
Fish must be used using the measuring device. Fish snout with the mouth closed. They specified mouth closed. So we've all been practicing that. We know how hard that can be. So mouth closed, same rule as us. All measurements are in centimeters. Dang, but whatever.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Okay, so let's say somebody has a 20 centimeter record. The only way you can break that record, you have to beat it by 2 centimeters. So it's not like, and it's judged just like we did, where if it's halfway between like 20 and 19, it goes to the lower, the 19. So
so round it
you
down.
have to beat the current record by 2 centimeters.
Okay.
Minimum length. So say there's a vacant category. Let's say lizard fish is vacant, right? Which it is. Lizard fish is vacant. And I want to go out there and I want to just catch any lizard fish. And if I submit it, I'm going to get the record, right? Because it's vacant. Well, it has to. I talked to Zach a little bit about this, and I don't want to get too much into this because I want him to talk about it too. But if there's a vacant length record, he goes on fishbase.org, which is basically you can look up a fish and it will tell you the maximum length known for that fish getting to. And if it's a vacant record, the fish you submit has to be at least half the length of the maximum length it's known to get.
Nice.
So if it's a 20-inch maximum length, it has to be 10 inches or bigger to do it. So vacant records, guys, if you become a member of the IGFA, you can scroll through all the records. I've already been looking through them all, trying to figure out the ones that are vacant that I know I can catch, so I can set some of these guys. But if you're going to do the same, just make sure that you get it half the size. And I think that may be about it as far as I want to get into this.
And again, we're doing this, guys, so you guys have some kind of information and can start formulating questions for when we have our guest. So.
Yep. So I'm going to leave it at that. I think that's a basic intro into the length. I suggest if you're interested in setting world records, go on their webpage, IGFA. Just Google search it, go on there, and start doing a little bit of research yourself and figure it out. Because personally, if it's not me, I want somebody in this club to have, when you set a world record, you get a sweet certificate with like that nice gold seal with your name, world record, something to display that you'll have forever. And who knows if it'll ever get beat. So
that's cool. You
got to put in the work, guys. You got to put in the work to do it, though. So
all right.
So let's go set some world records, Roman.
Let's do it. I'm down.
Let's do it. I'm ready. Is there any questions about that? Has anybody joined since I joined?
Yeah,
water yak fishing.
We had Joe.
What's that?
Joe joined. We had Joe. Yeah, keep going.
Cool.
The next thing we're gonna cover real quick is PB shoutouts, right?
That's right. Last thing, PB shoutouts.
Okay, let's go PB shoutouts, guys. Here we go. What up, Tyler? I've been looking for you all week.
Where have you been?
Check
Tyler?
the DMs, Tyler. I don't care if you're going to school. I'm just kidding. This is more important.
Okay, I'm gonna go to my screen share here, Roman. Do you want to go ahead and do something while I?
Oh yeah. Let me
around here.
Actually, no, I'm good. I can switch it over whenever you're ready. So okay. Brian's getting the show notes ready, guys. If you've missed the announcement for the award ceremony of Spotty Bowl, August 28th. If you want to have tacos with us, there's a taco voucher you're gonna have to get. Check it out. Type in !tacos in the chat, and you'll get a link where you can go purchase your food voucher ahead of time. We're trying to get as many sold before a week before the event starts, so that we can give our caterer enough information, enough notice of how many people are going to be showing up. Okay, so there it is. Buy a food voucher for Spotty Bowl finale and award ceremony. Shop.romancastro.com / anyway. Just click the link; it'll take you to the spot. You can see what kind of food we're going to get, all the details, and buy your food voucher. Okay, here we go. Going to your screen.
Perfect.
It's time for PB shoutouts.
PB shoutouts. Yeah, Roman, this is turning into one of my favorite segments.
Let's go. Let's do this.
So you guys know that I hammer you all week to direct message me or to send me a message, however you can get a hold of me, and to give you a PB shoutout or interesting fish story. This is a segment that I like. I think Roman likes it. I think it's pretty cool. We get to give everybody in the community a shout out for catching a cool fish or a cool story. So
Mark G has a quick question. One voucher per attendee. That is correct, Mark. If you're going to bring kids, let's talk about it ahead of time, because maybe we'll do half prices on the kids, but just we need to figure that out. If you're bringing 2 kids, just get 1 adult, and that should cover them. Salty already got his tickets. Nice, Salty. Get it. Tacos, baby. And then Dario says he'll be stopping by early. If you want to stop by early, Dario, and help, that would be fantastic. If anybody else wants to help, yeah, that'd be cool too. We'll need help setting up. We'll need help running the raffles. We'll need help keeping the seagulls away. Anyway.
Seagull Wrangler.
Seagull Wrangler, yeah. Go ahead, Brian. Let's go for it.
All right, PB shoutouts. So first one we got going here. This is a picture that Salty Dangler sent to me. It's a mystery, so I'm hoping somebody in chat knows what this is.
That's an alien.
He caught this while fishing in La Jolla. He said it looks like it's hollow in the middle, and the exterior felt hard, but he couldn't find any information. I have no information on what that is. Where's Coach at?
I wouldn't have touched that with my bare fingers.
Like a sponge.
Yeah. That's cool.
I don't know. It looks funky.
Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't seen one like that, and I've been in the water. I've seen all like the slugs and all that stuff. I haven't seen one like that. That's pretty cool.
You better wash your hand good, Salty.
Yeah.
That's all I gotta say. That thing's funky.
Did you get you get superpowers yet, Salty? Maybe you got superpowers.
Are you Aquaman? Sea cucumber.
Dawson
Really?
Tack is like you.
I don't know. Sea cucumbers are like soft, aren't they? Like when you go to the Birch Aquarium and touch a sea cucumber, aren't they like squishy soft? This thing, I guess, it looks like to me. It looks like the arm of a starfish, maybe. They have like
no,
a bunch of stuff on the bottom of it.
It's a full thing.
No,
It's a whole being. Interesting.
The whole thing. The ocean is full of mysteries.
That's cool.
Next odd thing that Salty
That's
catch.
what I'm used to seeing.
Salty's odd. Okay, I think we know what this is. It looks like an orange slug, but we think it's a California sea hare, right?
There you go.
Any idea what that is? You think it's California sea hare? That's what Salty's best guess is. So
I would just classify that as like a cucumber.
I call that something gross that I shake off the hook with my my
that I try not to put fingers on. Yeah.
So that's another interesting thing Salty caught. Okay, here we go. To his fish, Salty Dangler submitted this. This is a 3 to 4 foot mako. And he caught this fly lining a Spanish Mac on the troll with a 3/0 circle hook on 30-pound setup, an Avid SXS Raptor and 50-pound braid with 30-pound fluoro leader, a UC Composite Elite 7-foot rod.
It's a cool shot, Salty. He's looking right at you.
There,
he's looking right at you.
Salty, I'm curious. Being in a kayak, obviously you're not going to get that fish near you. How did you release that? Were you able to release the hook? Did you have to? I'm assuming most of the time with that you cut the line as close to the mouth. But man, that thing is toothy. That's your typical mako right there. That is pretty cool.
I talked to him about it. He got the hook out, I think.
No kidding.
Very carefully. So the thing is, when you guys know that I'm gonna go full screen real quick, guys. Let's see, go full screen. There's a trick people do when they're taking max off the sabiki, right? So here's a hook, and the fish is on there, and they take like some scissors or like some pliers, and they put it on the hook, and then they kind of do this, and that shakes the bait into the bait tank. You could do something similar to that with your gaff. You don't gaff the shark. You gaff. So right in that picture, I'm gonna go back to that picture. In that picture, the hook is facing up, right? So you want the hook to be facing down. So the way you do that is you put the gaff where that hook is, and then you wrap the line. Let me go back to this other view second to kind of explain it better. You put your gaff right there and on the hook, and then you pull that line over the hook so that eventually the hook ends up hooking your gaff, and then you pull it up, and it's going to turn your hook upside down, and the fish should pop off, and your hands are nowhere near the danger zone because that has a lot of teeth.
Yeah,
that's how I got
you don't even want it to be grazed by that thing's mouth.
Yeah,
you're not going to be lipping that fish.
Yeah, exactly. So that's kind of what I did when I had that angel shark. That's what I've seen other people do, and it is the same technique that you use just in a larger scale of when you're unhooking bait to put them in the live well. Okay, but just use your gaff. That way you have some distance and you don't get too close to the business end of that shark.
And Roman, I've seen a lot of people posting pictures of makos. I think. Maybe the bluefin excitement or excitement inshore has brought in the makos.
All kinds of food, yeah.
I've seen several people this week catch makos, so they're out there, guys.
It's time to go for a dive.
Yeah, go check it out. Let me know how it is, Roman.
Yeah,
I'll watch you from the boat. All right, next PB shout out. Here she is, the Slayer of the Bay. And this is Cast Queen for you guys that don't know. She got her PB spotty this week, 16-inch plus.
Oh, nice.
So that's a big spotty. Caught it from shore. Okay, she caught it around 8:45 in the morning on an incoming tide.
Oh, nice.
On Alexa 300, which is a classic spotty on a Daiwa Laguna rod. She wasn't fishing for spotties. She was fishing with ghost shrimp for something else, and it just so happens she got her PB spotty as a bycatch. She wasn't even doing it. That's somehow cool. That's how PBs come. All of a sudden, you're fishing for something, and boom, you get yourself a 16+ inch spotty.
That's a nice one.
So that was her best bycatch, she said, that she's ever had. So congratulations, Cats Queen, on your PB spotty, 16-inch plus. That looks like a fatty right there too.
Very cool.
Looks like it's got a little gut. So I know that thing put up a good fight. She said it had a distinguishing, like, see the top of its head?
Oh yeah, I see a
How
little
it has
dimple.
gash.
A little, yeah, like a little dent.
So that's the Cass Queen fish right there. If you guys catch it, it's got like a,
Oh yeah, that's cool.
it's got like a gash on top of its head. So we may, if you guys catch that fish, let us know. We may catch that fish more than once. So congratulations on that.
Very cool.
Me myself, I went fishing this weekend for spotties.
Is that Dario?
Is that Dario? Maybe.
I think it's Dario back there.
Getting a little pre-fishing for my my tournament coming up, and I caught a big Y. I couldn't believe it. It was over a 16 and a half, just a little over 16 and a half, but almost 2.5 pounder. So I mean, that was that for me. I just want to show that off, that those guys are still out there. 2.49 pounds, and it was just over 16 and a half. It was a pretty good spotty. So 2.5 pounder out there. That was in Mission Bay. I caught it on the A rig near Dana Landing, just doing what I do, dragging it near the grass, looking for bass, and caught that guy on my A rig, which is what I love to catch those guys on, because I can get them in quick and bounce them. The big guys on the A rig. Yeah. I'm set up with 65-pound braid and Alexa 300. So if I get those guys hooked, I love the big ones on the A rig. They don't have much of a chance of breaking off. What the heck? Okay. Getting ahead of ourselves here. Okay.
Whoa.
There was some action.
Hello.
I don't know if you heard about this.
I saw the posts. That's hilarious.
There's some action down at Dana Landing this weekend, and Adobo sent me these pictures. A car actually was backing this trailer in. It looks like a Lexus, a nice one too. And they must have forgot to put the emergency brake on, or forgot to take it out of reverse. But that car went straight into the bay. It was a nice car. So Adobo's report is it was a Lexus with a trailer still attached, sank into the bay. They had to shut down the boat ramp for over an hour while Adobo was trying to get back in and pull that car out. I saw like a video on YouTube of it too. It looked like all of her stuff floated out of that car. So that's a huge bummer. I feel sorry for her. If that never happens to me, but thought I would share that as like a little story. But do you see something in this picture, Roman? Do you see something in this picture?
This dude, Santa Claus?
Do you recognize him? How do we get this guy to join the MMFC? Because I think we have talked to this guy before, because during Christmas, this guy was dressed up as Santa Claus, right?
Is that him?
Yeah, I think that's him. And
oh man,
I kept looking at this picture. I'm like, I know that guy. I recognize
when
that guy.
I saw
think
him,
that's him.
When I saw him, he wasn't fishing. He was just out and about with his wife, with Mrs. Claus.
Oh, really? Okay,
yeah.
well, maybe he doesn't even own that kayak.
Yeah,
I think
but he was on a red kayak. He was on a red kayak.
Okay, yeah, I think I've seen this guy.
But this guy's like set up for the big stuff. Look at him. He's got the game bag up there.
He's old school guys. He might be fishing. That might be his spotty gear, dude. You never know.
Oh yeah, nice.
So, all right, Roman, have you ever been to Disneyland?
Yes, twice, 3 times. Maybe?
Okay, have you ever ridden Mr. Toad's Wild Ride?
No. Yes.
It's kind of in Fantasyland. For you guys that don't know, I love Disneyland. I go there all the time. I love that place. If you have any trivia questions you want to stump me on Disneyland, give it your best shot. I was thinking about starting the second show just about Disneyland. But anyway, off that topic. I recognize this guy, and I sit here and I looked at this picture. I'm like, what the heck? I'm taking my Disneyland. Where have I seen this guy before? And if you've ridden Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, you'll know who I'm talking about. He is the fisherman on this picture of Mr. Toad's Wild Ride, warning people not to back their cars in the bay, or warning people to move on, nothing to see here. I don't know if it's just me, but the resemblance is uncanny, Roman. That is him.
Uncanny? Uncanny. Well, uncanny.
Uncanny, sorry. I'm talking too fast. Look at this. It is the guy from Mr. Toad's Wild Ride. There's no question. Funny. So... There's your comparison. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I think that's who they based it off of. Okay, moving on. I'd like to say happy birthday to Hyder.
What up,
out
Hyder?
In Alaska right now, representing the MMFC. He says he's going to be back shortly. Hyder, can't wait to hear your laugh again.
Still got a couple weeks.
Yeah, I'd like to see that he's wearing the MMFC shirt out in Alaska. Happy birthday, Hyder. This is your shout out for you.
Looks nice out there, too.
When you get back. What's that?
It looks nice out there.
Does, doesn't it? I bet you he's having time left. Maybe we'll have to have him on for to talk about his Alaskan adventure. I think
That'd
that
be
would
cool.
be super cool.
Down with
But
that.
that is it for PB shoutouts this week. So happy birthday, Ida.
Shout outs. All right, guys. So, where's the split screen over here? There we go. All right. So, is that it? That was a long show. It seems like a long show, but we covered a lot of good stuff.
I know. I feel like we're getting some information out there. Last thing, movie show. This is it, guys. We're really coming to an end.
Is this your last one?
No. I'm gonna end it. Maybe not next week or the week after, because Zach's gonna be on. But I'm gonna end it with my favorite 2 movies of all time.
Okay.
That's gonna be the end of it. But this week, my movie review. If you guys are new to the show, at the very end, I like to review a few movies. And sometimes Roman will review a Jean-Claude Van Damme movie because that's the only movie he watches. But I have a more vast library than Roman. So the movie I'm going to review this week is Alfred Hitchcock. And it came out in 1963. And when this came out, it was like a pretty scary, I guess, horror movie, or thriller movie, maybe. I watched it recently in the past couple months. I definitely did not scare me but I think back in 1963 this may have been, but it's an iconic movie, and because we're always on the water, we're always thinking of this, and it's always referenced to, and that is Alfred Hitchcock, The Birds.
Oh, nice. We go.
Have you seen this one?
I have. It's black and white. No, why is that in color?
It's black and white. I think they've colorized it like they do some of those older movies. Yeah. It holds up, but man, the ending kills me. I just don't know what happens. It kind of just goes off into the sunset. I'm not going to blow it for anybody that hasn't seen it, but it's like a late night, if you got nothing better to do kind of movie. I wouldn't say it's like spectacular, but because it's so famous and iconic, I think everybody should watch it, especially on the water.
Very good.
Basically about a town that gets terrorized by a bunch of seagulls and other birds. But The Birds, I'm giving that 3 out of 5 max.
Wait, that's your favorite movie of all time, and you're giving it 3? Brian.
That's not my favorite movie. I said my last movie review is
going to be my favorite. Got it. Okay, good. That's going to be your 5 out of 5 max?
Not going to review second movie this week, but in chat, you guys tell me what movie you want me to watch, and I'll tell you if I've seen it, or tell me a movie that you like, and I'll tell you if I've seen it or if Roman's seen it, and if we think it's any good. So you got 30 seconds to type in your favorite movies, and let's see what you guys like. You guys give me the movie review, and if you have time, type in how many max you're rating your movie. So
all right, good, very cool.
We'll wait for that to come through.
All right, cool. Besides that, we'll give him 5 minutes. No, give him 30 seconds.
30 seconds, yeah.
30 seconds. Cool. All right.
Yeah, like I said about next week, guys, if I get him to dedicate on Friday, I'll let you guys know. But please, let's come up with some good questions for him while he's on here live.
Yeah.
Waterworld, Cast Queen. I have reviewed Waterworld. I do like Waterworld. Did you like that, Kevin Costner?
I need to rewatch that. I think I never watched it the whole way through. I think it was
Roman.
Yeah.
It's a good one. Best thing about Waterworld is the Universal Studios Waterworld show.
I've been to that.
Universal Studios. That is awesome.
That's cool.
That's the
yeah.
best thing there.
I've been to that.
So I do like it. I give that one 3 out of 5.
I don't see Cast Queen's comment about Waterworld. Am I missing my chat?
It's on there. Zoolander, yes, I do like Zoolander too. That is my model face or whatever he does. Blazing Saddles, that's a pretty funny movie. Not quite, I guess, PC anymore, but yeah, that's a pretty funny one.
There we go.
Grease, Airplane, Aladdin, down in SD. Grease, that is playing so in my household. Grease is always on. There's singing, there's dancing. My whole family's into that. I'm sick of Grease, to be honest with you. It's constantly going. I did like it until it got like rammed into my house like every week. Nice. Airplane, classic. Aladdin, good. Home Alone, yeah, we reviewed that in Christmas movie time. One of my favorite.
Home Alone. My kids love that now. Yeah.
Dazed and Confused, that's classic comedy. I've seen all these guys. We got a question. Joey Basson, you want to take that question, Roman?
Yeah, we pretty much brought that hype. I was kidding. I think who brought it to our attention? Maybe Salty and Muto?
Salty, Muto, Adobo. I think all those guys have been fishing that for a while.
Yeah. It's a pretty reliable fishing lure right now. It's the latest hype. Yeah, it is the latest hype.
Gone Fishing, Danny. I have seen that. I think that's with Joe Pesci and Danny Glover. Of course, of the movie.
Oh yeah,
Gone Fishing.
Roy.
I'm gonna go see that.
Roy It Man. That is a good movie. I remember that was like wow. The first time I saw it, It Man.
Yeah,
that's a good one.
Cast Queen, Con Air.
Yes.
Yes,
that's right.
Who's the star in that again? I keep forgetting his name. He stars in like Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
What is the name of him? Anyway, what's his name? Because you know what, I like almost all the movies he's in, even though some people are like, oh, he's in it, they don't like him, but I do like that.
Nicolas
actor.
Cage.
Tron.
Nicolas Cage.
New and old. Nicolas Cage. Yes, I do like Nicolas Cage movies.
Cool. All right. So
there's a lot of them coming in. Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
Oh, Hitari.
So anyway, Roman.
Gotta check that one out. What is that? All right. Cool. All right. Go for it.
It is Spotty Bowl. I'm in Spotty Bowl this weekend, so I didn't do this last week, so I'm gonna make it up for this week. Guys, it's Spotty Bowl. I'm not sorry, it's not Spotty Bowl, it's Spotty Bowl playoffs. So you guys that are contending, good luck. Eric, I'm wishing you the best of luck. Get out there, guys. And when it's Spotty Bowl, I'm going to party. So let's party. Dink's right here, so he's about to get all wet. He doesn't even know it.
Oh, it's shot good.
With that, I'm going to get out there this weekend. I'm going to snag some grass. I'm going to catch some bass. I'll see you guys on the water. I'm out, Roman.
Woo! Shout out for Brian at Brian Likes to Fish on Instagram. Thank you so much for helping me put this great show together today. This was fantastic. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Good luck to everybody that's continuing on in the playoffs for Spotty Bowl. Shout out to everybody that participated in the playoffs and didn't make it this time. Hey, you tried your best. You did what you could. It's just the way things go. We can't all win first place, but it's still fun. You can now choose your who your guy is going to be, who you think is going to win, and and go support your favorite angler. Okay, we'll be back here on Monday. This time I will be back on Monday, guys. I'm sorry I missed the last couple of Mondays, but I will be back on Monday. I'm going to change a few things up this Monday. Maybe come up with a little bit more of a prepared show and do some tweaks, make the show a little bit better. And then on Wednesday, we'll be back here with Brian. And again, we'll do results. We'll get to the results a little bit sooner next time. Sorry it took so long this time. What else? Muto's having a show tomorrow. Submission Fishing Co. He's going to be doing another show similar to this, where we talk to the chat, interviews, or answers questions about fishing. Go check him out tomorrow at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. What else? I think that's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully by the end of the week, I'm going to have the second video of fishing with Brian and getting at that tuna. And then I'm going to have another video on... I went to visit the Seeker Rod Factory. That was pretty sweet. So I got a lot of cool footage from there. I got to talk to the owners, Ed and Rick. Super cool dudes. That's going to be a video coming up as well. So a lot of stuff coming down the pipe. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'll see you guys on Monday. If I don't see you over the weekend fishing somewhere in the bays. Okay? So you have a good night, and I will talk to you next week. Peace. Oh, man. I gotta go pee so bad. I'll be right back.
Yeah, I could tell.